Bounce, bounce,
Bum, bum,
bounce, bounce.
ba-na-na, bum,
Bring.
bum, bring.
I never know when to
You were
wang.
off.
Was I way off? Was
Bring.
my
I think
bendy like
one of
totally
us, maybe it
behind?
was me. I don't know. Someone's bendy was. It might have been mine. I don't know where it was. And Clint doesn't even have a bendy. He refuses to do the bendy.
I won't bendy.
Why would you not bendy? Bendy's a fun thing to do. If you're a fan of Tenacious D, you like Jack Black.
Then you gotta
I'm
get
he-
the bendy every once in a while.
I'm here boogieing during it. That's all we have right now after the Dodgers are swept by the Angels. We just have to feel the joy of the bendy and the wang. I call it the wang.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen,
That's fine.
I already know people are going to be in the chat coming after me, so I just want to address this first and foremost. It was a bad weekend. Bad weekend for me as well. That's all I'm going to say.
It's interesting. So it was a bad weekend, but you were at the game yesterday. So Marcus is going to be filling in on Travis and DeMarco for Travis, but you guys went to the game yesterday. So
Yeah.
how did that go?
Great, amazing time. Perfect day for baseball. I mean, absolutely wonderful weather. Sunday, you can't beat it. Singing "Take Me Out" Park with Marcus, just swaying side to side. It was a great time. And
Did you have arm on arm in arm? You
We
guys
were-
were just doing the sway.
we were shoulder to shoulder. We didn't go quite arm to arm, but it was good.
Oh, come on. You like each other. It's okay.
We do. We love each other. But of course, we saw my twin, Joe Kelly. We saw the mural. So I'm that much closer to coming face to face with him. But it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
I think I saw some family who was there, which was really cool. So if that in any way, I got Dodgers family sitting on field level 5, row R, right next to the Hutting. Come on. But it was a great
I'm
time.
a little bit good. I'm kind of my internet, so I'm not sure if it's
with that
not
as
for
well.
me, but
Seems to be a little internet-y issues.
yes. So we are, just for clarity's sake, we just changed over our internet to try to get bigger, faster, better speeds, and I am
It's there somewhere.
going in and out every other word you're saying. So I'm going to try and get to stuff as much as possible. Clint, can you hear me perfectly fine, or is it just Parker?
No, I hear you. It was also going in and out, which it would make sense because it's on the building, Parker. What's wrong with you? You broke the Dodgers this weekend, apparently, and now you broke the Wi-Fi.
So let's get right into it because I'm going to have to go in and out, I feels like. But Clint, biggest news over the weekend was when we saw that Chris Taylor was DFA'd for Tommy. Now, while I understand this is the right move, it is 100% the right move to do, I still was surprised by the timing and that he is so close to that 10 years and getting that. He is so close, and that they're just showing, hey, we need to have the best players on the field at any possible time. Is that right for you?
Yeah, I never bought into or that idea that they were waiting for him to hit the 10-year mark. I think some other teams are going to pick him up. I do say multiple teams will pick him up this year, just because it's Chris Taylor. He's got pedigree and all of that. So the service time was never going to be a big thing in the Dodgers' mind. Play and his performance needed to be a big thing, and it hasn't been there for the last few years. Shocked or you're shocked at the move, you're shocked a little bit at the timing, because he hadn't done anything different that was really bad, or terrible or whatever. He also hadn't done anything different that was good. It really just came down to they signaled it's a new era, and they signaled that during the week with the DFA of Austin Barnes. So now you're trying to say, look, we want the best 13 players available on our bench, position player wise, something they haven't had since the bench expanded to 26 men because CT3 and Austin Barnes have been there. And yeah, it was just kind of time for them to cut bait, and they could have kicked the can down the road one more day by optioning James Outman and making this move once Teoscar came back. But apparently, hey, the Dodgers are nice. They wanted to give CT a nice weekend day off on Sunday.
Right. Hey, that's all that matters. Get that extra little day off there. But it really, a lot of it was because Haesung Kim just was playing so well. So he's been so great just ever since he's come up and just being dynamic, stealing bases, getting on. He at one point he was something like 10 for 12, 10 for his last 12 or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers, but I know he was at least 9 for his last 9 at one point. So he has just come up here and has been a ball of fire. And there's like, we can't just let this guy go back down. I would have understood it, because he has options, because you're trying to do what you're trying to do, because you want to keep these people, you don't want to DFA and pay them the $13 million. I get it. And it's also, he was released, not DFA. So he can actually, instead of just sitting around for 30 days, he can or 7 days.
7 days.
He can, 7 days. He can just go to any team that wants to pick him up, which I hope they do, by the way, because he can still get that 10-year service time.
Yeah. I mean, and beyond that, I love what Andrew Friedman said to the media yesterday. Is like, he still has years in the tank. He, somewhere when he's done playing, 5, what does he say, 4, 5, 6 years from now, we hope he comes back. He has a place here with the Dodgers in Los Angeles. Teams are going to find him. Teams are going to pick him up. He's a 2021 All-Star. In 17 and 18, and he's beyond that, he's put together some pretty decent years. The versatility, can still be a very good defender. And one of the things we also, Andrew said, it's like, it hasn't been necessarily fair for CT. It's tough to say, because to say it that way, because it hasn't been fair. He hasn't earned the playing time, but also it's very hard for him to get into a rhythm when he is not out there, more than once, maybe twice a week. So it has been difficult for CT. So hopefully, if he latches on somewhere, not an NL West team, but hopefully he latches on somewhere, he gets playing time, and we can kind of see him, get the swing back under control, and maybe be something closer to what we've seen in the past. But future is not, or his MLB future is not over yet.
No,
I don't think so.
You could just see him going to like the Giants or something like that, and just going crazy when they play the Dodgers. That's just the type of thing that happens. But for CT, before we go back into Ha-Seong Kim and go into Dalton Rushing and all that kind of stuff, what was your favorite moment? Was it the catch in 2017 against the Brewers?
18.
Yeah. Sorry. 2018 against the Brewers. Which one, or was it the NLCS MVP or the wild card walk-off against the Giants? Which one was it? Or Cardinals, excuse me. I'm getting all my facts wrong.
I was thinking about this, because I'm also going to ask the fine folks later today when we have the Dodgers territory on. That catch was just so special in Milwaukee, and he always, of course, did things special in Milwaukee when playing the outfield. But that moment, that play, the full reach out, and then of course seeing Christopher Taylor emote was a lot of fun. You don't see that very often, but that was an insane play. I kind of have that right there with the World Series 2017 homer. Those were both like right there. What about you? What do you got?
Yeah, no, I'm the catch the whole way through and through. Like, it was just such an incredible catch, and that would have changed that entire series. I think that was it was, what's his name that was up the plate at the time. I am so tired.
Yelich.
Yeah, it was Yelich up the plate, and he was having a great series, and that catch just completely changed everything, and really was like, this team is really going to do something this year. Didn't, but it still was just so much fun.
I want to address one of the comments in the chat a little earlier. Ruben saying, shocked. Come on, guys. Fans have been asking for the Dodgers to DFA Taylor since last year. And that's what makes it shocking, is that the Dodgers finally did this. Like, they have for years on to Austin Barnes by holding on to Chris Taylor, maybe holding on to somebody like what's his name, Jason Hayward, for a little too long, or whatever. Like, these type of dudes, they love their veterans. They want to keep them around and bury these poor rookie kids down to AAA for as long as they can. So for them to actually make these moves, again, it's not surprising that it happened, but it's shocking that they finally did it. And I'm imagining it's a hell of a culture shock in that clubhouse.
Yeah, I mean, it's also that culture has started to change more and more. It was JT, it was Bellinger, Seager, all these guys are leaving that were part of those teams in the 16, 17, 18 that were all around. And now, with no Barnes, no CT3, the longest tenured, I think, is Will Smith. Is that right?
Position player wise?
Position player? Or it's Kershaw is obviously the longest tenured.
Kershaw is forever going to be the longest tenured. It might be.
I think it might be someone around there. But either way, it's just a completely new guard. It's because of Muncy. Muncy, yeah.
Pretty
There's
close.
just a complete. We don't know how much longer he's got. He's playing well right now, which we are excited to see. He's actually hitting the ball. He's getting on base. He's coming up with some big hits. Are you starting to feel a little bit better about Muncy?
Yeah, I mean, I knew at some point in time he was going to figure it out. He kind of always does. Even Dave a couple weeks ago saying like he goes through this every year. Always bet on Max. He finds a way. He just finds a way, whether it's doing a step back or going to the chiropractor or whatever it is. He finds a way to get his swing back on track. And he had been hitting the ball a little bit harder and just missing it. So now to see him kind of putting some pieces together, still playing mostly solid defense at third, I think he has bought himself enough of a reprieve to. I don't feel like they would release him, but they definitely would have moved him to a bench or kind of shifted him into more of a platoon role or something like that, which maybe down the road is still coming. But Muncy is still one of the guys. Now, if you're looking for somebody to kind of dump or move off of, it's going to be old Michael Conforto.
Okay, see, this is such a good conversation. I love it because you know how I feel about Michael Conforto. We all know how you feel about Michael Conforto, but I someone they're just going to move off of, especially not right now. At least going till All-Star break, right?
Yeah, probably something like that. I mean, they don't have anybody necessarily knocking down the door to take that playing time. No. Now, you could argue once everybody starts getting healthy and you need to keep Pajes and Edmund and Kim in the lineup, then there is, maybe a path to more playing time in left field for Ha-Seong Kim over Michael Conforto or something like that. But then, the pieces are still a little weird when it comes to that. Kike Hernandez has been playing very well alongside, or at the same time. So it's like we're close. I think we're close to the 150 at bat mark. Oh, we're past it. It's 167 plate appearances now for Michael Conforto, hitting 171. He has his little flashes in the pan of being decent, but like the whole package just isn't great. He has a noodle of an arm. He doesn't really defend exceptionally well, and if he's somebody who does end up shifting to a bench role, he would have earned it. I don't think they would release him though. I think it would be more of Kim getting more playing time or Kike getting more playing time.
So I don't think they release him either. Whether, especially not right now, I don't think they're going to let him kind of work through some stuff just to say, hey, we paid you for this 1 year. Let's see if we can get something out of you, and hope that by the All-Star break he's better. But if you wanted to make your best lineup that you can, it obviously has Kim and Edmund in it, correct? So it has to be in the outfield. What are you, a Kike, Edmund, Teo, and then have Kim at second base? Where are you at?
That's probably your best defensive lineup there. We know Kim has some wheels on him, but hasn't really been great defensively in the outfield yet. Still learning it, of course, as we know. But yeah, I mean that's a really good feeling outfield. But then again, you still have Pajes. You still have
Pajes.
You still have Teoscar. So it's like it will figure itself out. But to the point though, the best version to me and probably to you, the best Conforto starting every day or 5 days a week.
Yeah, it broke up just a little bit there right when you were saying that, but Michael Conforto should not be playing 5 days a week. I forgot about Pajes. That's on me. He's showing he's not really a center fielder. He's a corner outfielder, right? So do you put him in left then?
I mean, that said, he has been improving in center field over the course of the season, but Teos to be the right fielder, and when he's healthy he's going to be the right fielder. So by process of elimination, Pajes is going to have to figure out a little bit of left field, figure out those angles. We know the arm is going to play literally anywhere because it's an elite arm, unless Teo is willing to kind of bite the bullet and move back over to left field where he is a World Series champion. But those all of a sudden feel like good problems to have, not hopefully someday Chris Taylor gets a hit and Michael Conforto can string together 2 hits in a week. Like those feel like good problems to have, trying to get these guys, find them playing time.
Yeah, no, these are the good problems to have. And we got to be very impressed. I'm very impressed with the way that Andy Pajes has changed his season completely around. He's got
now.
It's breaking up. The internet is not great, so I'm not hearing everything you're saying. But but he's been so good, and he may be the best corner outfield of getting outfielder to get balls over the wall. What is going on here? It just seems like every single time he has a chance at a ball that is getting close to the wall or over it, he's making some amazing catch.
Yeah, no, he's been really, really good, putting in the work in the outfield. That one play in right field where he slammed into the wall to save a couple of runs there for Kershaw over the weekend. Yeah, he's bought in on mentally. I think he's bought in on, I am a good defensive outfielder and I'm just going to go out there and show everybody, as opposed to trying to baby his way into being a good outfielder, if that makes any sense. He's just going out there and laying it on the line, and again, showing that arm off. That's the biggest thing that's really helped him. I think find some love as well, starting to get some love from like a little more national deserve.
Yeah, no, he's been nothing short of very, very good. He has what, 10 home runs now, 9 home runs now, 8,
I don't think it's
9 home runs.
Is it that many?
Yeah, it's 9. Yeah, he has 9 home runs.
Holy
He has
crap.
been, yeah, he's
Let's go
he's
AP.
yeah, and he had a big 3-run home run just the other day. Like he's helping guys. Kershaw with that 3-run home run to tie the game too. So let's talk a little bit about your boy Kershaw, because start back again.
Now he's my guy.
He's hey, your boy, my boy, is everybody's boy. Look, we love Kershaw. We love Kershaw around here. But either way, he was not sharp. He still got through 4 innings. He just somebody that hasn't pitched in the major leagues for a long time. They're going to give him as much runway as he needs, obviously. But did you see really much of anything encouraging in that game?
He showed up. He went out there. The big loudspeakers played tonight. Like, that was cool. That was fun.
Yeah.
He looked. I brought it up in a chat I was in about, like, it looks like he had some nerves, some jitters in there. I think there was a little bit of that, and then the mechanics got really out of whack. I'll always bet on Clayton Kershaw to borrow some some Dave Roberts talk there. I'm going to bet on him. I'm going to bet on the man. Was not a good debut, but he's not going to be happy with that debut either. So he's going to figure it out. We've seen him pitch at this velocity. It's not that. And you've never seen Clayton Kershaw not have command. He will be better in his second start. So I'm not worried. Where are you at with Kersh?
I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I also just think I'm not worried because I don't expect much out of him. I expect him to get 30 more strikeouts and hit 3,000 over the next 3-4 months, and that's all I expect out of him. That's pretty much him to go out every 5th, 6th day and go pitch and do his very well best. Some days he's going to pitch 1-2 innings. Some days he'll go 5. But I don't expect much more than that out of him. If he's going really, really good, maybe he gets you 6, and maybe he gets you like a vintage Kershaw performance every once in a while. But for the most part, I expect him here just for the regular season. I don't expect him to throw 1 pitch in the postseason.
I don't know, man. The state of this starting rotation.
No, the starting rotation is an absolute disaster.
It's like we might be throwing back to the feeling that we had in 2022, where it's like, I guess Clayton's starting game 1,
Yeah.
So pieces, our pets' heads are straight up falling off right now, up to and including Gonsolin and his fingernail or whatever it was, a little strip of bad skin versus good skin and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's grind time for the starting rotation. So they need Kersh to be back. They need him to be right. And what a tough time to be Dave Roberts.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna his one of his best starters right now is Landon Neck. So, because he had a good outing his last time. Maybe we have to use Matt Sauer more often, but
yeah,
I need Dustin May to get back into form, because he's the one that I think can really get back into form and help this rotation. Gonsolin had been good. He was due for a bad one eventually, but it is a sad state of affairs. But I think as long as Yamamoto is back into form, not giving up runs, Sasaki can come back. And once you have your full rotation, which I know we're going to say this all year long, and we said at the beginning of the year in spring training, this rotation is they're going to take breaks. It's going to be time that they're going to have off. Yeah. So right now, you know.
Ideally,
it's the rotation.
yeah, ideally you hope that time off wouldn't have come after 2 starts for Blake Snell and 5 starts for Tyler Glasnow, which Dodger pitcher Tyler Glasnow, maybe he'll show up to work one of these days. But yeah, I mean, you're seeing the strain it's putting on the bullpen. I know we're and also the struggle bus that is the lefty arms, Alex Vesia, and of course everybody's favorite Anthony Banda this season. I don't know if it's them being overworked, but they're giving up homer after homer. Just overall, the pitching staff, not even just the rotation, the pitching staff.
Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to end it because I can't I hear every other word.
It's a great, hey, we're having a great conversation here. Too bad we can't hear it, huh?
All right. I appreciate you, Clint. Why don't you tell us everywhere that we can find you?
Have better Wi-Fi, and I will be on later this afternoon, 12 o'clock Pacific time on Dodgers territory. Alana is out today. I have my joining me on the show to talk about your boys in blue in this weekend and more Chris Taylor. So check that out, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, All Dodgers with Clint Pasillas. That
appreciate you. And by the way, the Blue Review is always brought to you by LAX. Changes are arriving daily, transforming the travel experience for LAX.com/transforming LAX. And now you get to still see Marcus Grant on the YouTube, just coming up here next, along with the Marco Farr and Jorge Briones and Emily Hebel all be out there today. So thank you very much, Clint. Thank you very much. Hopefully the Dodgers get a W versus the Diamondbacks tonight. And we're going to let this one go to give you a little extra time. All right. Thanks,
AOL dial.
I can't hear you. See you.
I got you.